Hey guys, welcome back to this week's LifeBuilds episode. In today's video, we're going to be teaching you how to transform your neglected, ugly snowmobile into a brand new snowmobile. Let's get started. Sometimes in life, you may be fortunate enough to purchase a snowmobile that looks like my 2012 Polaris RMK 800. It's in really good shape. You can see that there's no scratches. It's been wrapped. It looks really, really nice. Other times in life, you may be unfortunate enough, or maybe fortunate, to pick up a snowmobile for cheap that looks like my 2011 Skidoo Summit 800. Now, as you can see, black versus black, this one's very, very faded. And getting closer, you can just see it's just weather damaged. It's not pretty. I don't like the way it looks. And that's what we're gonna be changing in today's episode. You see, I got big plans for this snowmobile, and I got it for a really, really good price because it sat outside for 2 years and the sun just destroyed the plastics. However, the plastics are still in really, really good shape. They're just very sun damaged. So I'm gonna be trying a few TikTok trends and seeing if we can bring these colors back on this sled and hopefully make it look like a brand new snowmobile again. The very first TikTok trend I will be trying is going to be using a torch. Now, fire is actually a really, really helpful thing in bringing back faded plastics as long as they're in good shape. The reason it works is because it melts together the top layer of plastics, which have been sun damaged, and brings out the rich color from beneath. I watched this on TikTok and it worked really well. I've tried it on a little section and I will show you that in a second. Next up, if that doesn't work, I'll probably go to O'Reilly's and pick up some trim restore kit. I've used that before, or you can even use things like peanut butter, which soaks in and the oils bring back the colors. But I think this torch is gonna work just fine. And then at the end of this episode, I actually have a few things I'm gonna do to this sled to make it look even nicer than it already will after this. So here on the other side of the snowmobile, I didn't want to waste your guys' time, so I actually tried a section with a little torch to see if it would help. If you look right here, this is all faded. And then if you look right here, I used a little tiny torch and got that color to come back in these certain areas just to make sure that the trick would actually work enough for me to not waste your guys' time. You see, because I know if you clicked on this video, you're either in this position trying to fix your snowmobile and you don't want to waste your time, or you're just interested and you want to see an interesting video, and I don't want to do that to you guys. Without wasting any more time, let's dive into hopefully restoring the plastics on this 2011 Skidoo Summit 800. So one of the first tricks you need to do is you need to not turn the heat on too high. If you do, you'll just simply melt the plastic, and that completely destroys the purpose of this video. Another thing to do is, if you'll see here, I have started restoring these plastics in very small areas of the sled where if it didn't work, if it really, really went bad, it wouldn't be too noticeable. Now that I'm confident enough that I think it's gonna work, we can dive into bigger sections like this. So let's dive into this panel. Alrighty, so I have my torch lit, and you're just gonna lightly go over some of these areas until you start to see the color come back. See this? There you go. See how I'm not sitting in one place for too long? There you go. Oh, this is working perfectly. Alrighty guys, I just finished one side of the snowmobile and I am really impressed with how it turned out. If you look here, this is how the whole snowmobile looked before. And then coming over here, it's all dark black and all of the color has come back. Now, obviously I might have to buff this a little bit to bring some more back, but honestly, just one side of it compared to this is looking much, much better. And that was practically free. I mean, it's just a torch and you heat up the plastic. So I'm gonna head over to the other side. We're gonna finish up the whole snowmobile. And then later in this video, I have a few surprises I'm gonna show you to even farther transform the snowmobile. Before I jump into the other side, I actually found a better angle to show you guys the comparison between these two. This is what it used to look like. This is what it looked like after doing the torch. And as you can tell, it's worlds different. Even if on the camera, it doesn't look like it's that much better. So I'm gonna dive right back into this other side and we'll continue making this sled look brand new again. Just like that, we have finished using the torch to clean up all the plastics, and I gotta be honest, I am very, very pleasantly surprised. I mean, just the comparison between these two snowmobiles already is much, much better. If you get in here, you really can't tell with the lighting, but it is much, much darker. Here's a slightly better angle for you guys. I mean, just check out how much darker that panel is. If you go back a couple seconds, you can see how bad it really was. I went through with a smaller torch and cleaned up all of these panels. I even went along the side here. And then coming around to this side, again, we've already seen this panel. It came out really, really nicely. Now, the next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using some leather conditioner to clean up this seat, make it nice and new again. And I'm gonna be using a spray wax to clean up the rest of these panels and bring some ultimate shine back to them. Now, there's a few ways you can use this. You can usually spray it on the reg and then wipe the seat. However, the seat's in pretty rough shape, so I'm just gonna spray it directly on here because it needs a nice thick coat. It's not really gonna hurt the rest of it, and it really needs a lot. And then we're gonna go ahead and start rubbing it in, and already just check out how much darker that seat is just where I have applied the leather conditioner. And then in these porous seats, you really want to get in there and get it to start cleaning up. Go around the edges so you don't have any white marks. And I'll show you the product once I'm all done. After applying about 3 coats of the leather conditioner to the seat, it is looking brand new, and the black has come all the way out. Check out how deep the colors are now. I mean, the lighting is just terrible out here, but it's really brought out a lot of the color and no longer looks faded. Next up, let's tackle these plastics with our spray wax. I will be coating each of the panels, including the ones we use the torch to recover, with the wax coating, because I figure if they faded once, they can probably fade again, and it adds a little more protection. It might add a little bit of a deeper shine. So the goal is to spray everything down, wipe it really clean, and then we'll show you the final product. And just like that, about 2 hours later, the whole sled is finished. And guys, honestly, it looks so much better than it did. I mean, check this out. Remember how much of a vast comparison these two had? Look at it now. It's like a brand new sled. All it took was just a few hours of my time, a torch, and 2 cleaning supplies. You can see the seat. I mean, everything just looks so much nicer, and it was super, super simple. I mean, I was able to save a couple, like almost $1,000 because the sled looked so bad. And the guy just didn't care. He didn't want to deal with it, and it just left it sitting outside for 2 years, and the sun just baked it. And so I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make the sled look a lot better for really, really cheap, honestly. Coming up later in this video, I actually ordered a custom wrap for this snowmobile. I'm gonna be doing a red Arctic camo, which is gonna look really, really sick. And I just wanted to make sure the sled looked nice underneath before I wrapped it, because I wouldn't want to wrap something that looks really bad underneath, and then the person who buys it ends up being really, really frustrated that it doesn't look the way it's supposed to look. Just like that, it's about a week later, and I'm here with the sled behind me, and I just got the wrap in the mail. The next thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be tearing apart this sled, and I'm going to be wrapping individual pieces of it with red Arctic camo. I haven't completely decided if I'm going to be wrapping the entire sled or if I'm just going to do like 70% of it. I don't know if I'm going to do the tunnel or not. It all depends on how it starts to look as it comes together. Alrighty, so we have begun the process of wrapping this sled, and as you can see here, we have cut the wrap. We're, first time doing the wrap, so I'm not exactly sure how much wrap to do. Hopefully it doesn't end up bad, but that's okay. We've cut the pieces, we're going to separate it, and we're going to begin the process of wrapping. So far, we have washed the panels, we have used isopropyl alcohol to prep them, and at this point, it's put you guys on a time lapse, and let's get started with hopefully wrapping this sled. Okay, so I'm out of time for today. I have a couple things I got to get to this evening, so I'm going to be catching you guys in the morning. However, I want to show you where we're at with the wrap. So we've gotten all of this smoothed out. This panel is incredibly difficult. Up close, here's what the other panel looks like. And I mean, as you can see, it's just a very intricate with lots of holes and all these extra vents. It's a very, very difficult wrap, and especially for somebody who's never done a wrap. Colby's done only one wrap. We are struggling a good amount, but it's about 2 hours in, and we're trying the 2 hardest panels first because a lot of the other ones are very flat. Shouldn't be hard at all. So I just want to show you guys where we're at with the wrap. We have half of it done, so we have to do this tomorrow. But overall, I think this is gonna look really, really cool, especially once we cut out some of the vents. I'm pretty excited, and I honestly think this sled's gonna look really, really cool. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the morning. Alrighty, just like that, it is the next day, and here we are with the sled in the garage. Now, I know the last thing I showed you was us actually grinding on that one panel, but came in early today, and check this out. Colby and I went together, whipped it out, cut out all the vents. I think it's gonna look really, really nice. Here's a little test fit. That's how this sled's gonna look. And while we were on that same grind, we started pulling apart the panels on the sled. So we have all these off. And basically what we're gonna do today is Colby's gonna be working on a few projects. So I'm gonna start diving into just random pieces of the sled, and then we're gonna go back together on this one for the other side, because this panel took a lot of time. It was like 4 hours. Yeah, it was miserable. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna make this sled look awesome. And hopefully it snows soon so we can take this sled out ripping.
Day 3, we are still wrapping the snowmobile. We are currently into this project 8 hours. That was supposed to be 3 hours. We didn't do our research. We have figured it out. Send help.
How you doing, Michael?
Wrapping is very hard.
All right, folks, we have gone rogue. We have officially decided to cut this insect out because it looks so much better. Here it is on the snowmobile with that little piece out. It really ties in the 2 black pieces together. Kind of helps it look a little nicer. Look at this. Look at this. He's taking it off. You know how long this section took? This section took 45 minutes, and it took him 30 seconds to destroy it. Look at that.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, that looks a ton better.
Alrighty guys, just like that, we are done with the first half of the sled, and honestly I'm really excited with how it turned out. We're in about 10 to 15 hours. This was way harder than I thought it would be, but if you see over here, we have this panel, and this side panel on the other side completely finished. It's not perfect, however, the sled is looking way nicer than it did with the faded black panels. Even after doing the torch, I wanted to add some color to this thing, and I'm pretty stoked with how it turned out. We haven't completely decided what we're gonna do for the rest of the sled, if we're gonna do like the bumper, or if we're gonna do A-arms, or little accent pieces, but for tonight, we've been working for a very long time, pretty exhausted, and I hope you guys enjoy it up to this point, and I'll catch you in the morning with the next portion of the sled. Bada bing, bada boom, it is the next day, and I just did a bunch of work to these sleds in preparation for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a very, very big day. Let me show you what I did. I just added some fresh oil to both those sleds. They're topped off. I added some fresh spark plugs to the Summit 800. And finally, I replaced the worn out kill switch on the RMK 800. Let me show you around, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. Alrighty, so we have the new kill switch installed. Now the sled is a lot safer. I can hit the kill switch, turn it off. Pretty simple install. I just spliced the wires, put her in, topped off the oil on this one, and then over on this one, I put in the new spark plugs. They were pretty old, So hopefully tomorrow it's gonna run a lot better, which brings me to my main point. We got 16 inches of snow in the mountains right near my house, and we are going riding tomorrow. So I decided, you know what? I'm basically done with the wrap. I got like 2 pieces. Instead of waiting and dragging out these videos for a long time, I'm just gonna end it right here. When I have the time, I'm just gonna slap the 2 pieces of wrap on. We'll call it a day. But tomorrow, we are going riding in 16 inches of fresh snow, which is gonna be phenomenal. So, let us know in the comments below if you think that these 2 sleds are gonna make it. Are we gonna have a lot of fun? Are we gonna hit any tree stumps? Who knows? But with that being said, I'll catch you guys next week with the new snowmobiling video.